Hey YouTube, this is Evergreen Stater back with another vid. This vid I wanted to talk about welfare. You know, it's a very controversial subject. You've got people who say that people shouldn't be on welfare, they should work. And you've got some people who say that, people fall in hard times. I look at welfare like this. Welfare is meant to help you get back on your feet. I do not believe that you should make welfare a lifestyle like many people have. On that same token, I don't think it should be done away with. People, there are people who are gonna fall in hard times, and I feel that system should be there for those people to help them get back on their feet. Like the safety net. I look at the safety net as a good thing. I see someone on welfare. I really don't know their story. For all we know, they could have been laid off from a job for months. And and all this all came as a discussion I had with somebody a few days ago. I was watching Heat of the Night, and you had some people say, some guy claim it was a Heat of the Night is a TV show about cops down in this small little town in Mississippi, and you got this this quasi-racist conservative who, and I make he's a quasi-racist. He's claiming that blacks make up the large lion's share of people on welfare and a small percentage of people voting. Well, statistically, there are more white people on welfare than anybody else, number one. And yes, black people do have a larger percentage of their population living on welfare. Yeah, 10%. That being said, you've got people complaining about welfare and complaining particularly about black people on welfare. The way I look at it, you look at the welfare reform from back in the mid 1990s with Bill Clinton. You can only get welfare for about 5 years in your entire life. And you got all that stuff. And speaking of welfare, what really costs more? Domestic welfare or corporate welfare, where we just hand money to all these corporations? That's the way I look at it. People are complaining about this domestic welfare, and yet consistently I don't hear as many people complain about corporate welfare. I don't even hear the term welfare used in that context. And you got something else to think about too. One particular thing that got on my nerves. I go into the grocery store and I notice the prices of fresh fruits and vegetables are expensive. What does this have to do with welfare? Well, let's think about this. Why are a lot of foods expensive? Well, here's the thing. Farmers are being paid millions of dollars, billions every year to not grow food. And I found out that part of the reason was to keep the food prices from going too low. Ooh, we don't want the food prices to go too low. Oh, crap! Maybe if the food prices were lower, more people would buy more fresh fruits and vegetables, and, maybe you'll make money. And, maybe that's part of our health problems here in the U.S. Part of it might be that fresh fruits and vegetables are expensive compared to some of the packaged stuff. Ooh. Because let me tell you something, some fresh fruits are not cheap. And I would like to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. More of them. And, I look at it like this. People are complaining about welfare, but I don't hear a lot of people complaining about corporate welfare. I hear people complain about this bailout. But historically, I have not heard a lot of complaints about corporate welfare. I have not heard a lot of complaints about the government giving subsidies to farmers who let their fields lay fallow, as in they don't grow anything. They get a tax benefit for that. I say, you don't grow food, you don't get paid. That's the way I should see it. That's the way I look at it. You don't grow food, you don't get money. That's how it should be. This is Evergreen Stater signing off. Guys, have a nice day.